Delighted to say we've been joined by Barry Nicholson. Barry might not be quite so delighted to be to be asked to be on camera today, as we want to talk about one of the best results that Queen's Park have secured this millennium. Back in 2006, Queen's Park, who were a third division amateur team in that state time, managed by Billy Stark, knocked Premiership Aberdeen out of the League Cup on penalties. Is it a night you remember, Barry?
It's been definitely erased from the memory, Craig. It's like one of the games in my time at Aberdeen that I've not really thought about at all. Don't get asked many questions about it, but obviously now I'm here, I will get asked about it because the fixture coming up. But yeah, listen, it was one of those games where it was Queen's Park's Cup final, and our Aberdeen team didn't perform on the night. They took us to penalties and they managed to get through. So yeah, a really disappointing night as an Aberdeen player, but obviously understand the history of things with Queen's Park, and an amazing night for them, you know.
To add to the drama of it all, the game was actually played at Firhill because of a Rolling Stones concert, so it's a pretty strange backdrop to the game. The 90 minutes ended goalless. I think my recollection is a fairly even game. I think Derek Suter made a good save from Rob Bowers late on. We then went to penalties. Stephen Cannon scored the first and Darren Mackey stepped up. I think it'd be fair to say Darren's penalty went over the bar. Just over the bar. But listen, it happens. I mean, loads of people miss penalties. Darren was a forward who would always put himself forward to take a penalty in a shootout. Unfortunately, missed that one. I think we went on and scored our next one, but like Queen's Park, to be fair to them, went on and I think they scored all five. They didn't miss at all. So ended up a disappointing night for us. You're being very modest there because you were one of the Aberdeen penalty takers that night.
Like obviously I would put myself forward to take one, took it, scored, but obviously it wasn't enough, so ended disappointing. I
think when it came to Queen's Park's fourth penalty, the goalkeeper Mark Cairn stepped up. I don't know if you have any recollection of that.
No, I think I can remember it like slightly. I just think when obviously we saw him stepping up, we're thinking what's happening here, but listen, he stuck his penalty away pretty well. I think he fired it home into the top of the net, so as I say, the Queen's Park played very well on the evening, took us to penalties and obviously scored their five, so we couldn't really complain. Obviously in the dressing room afterwards with Jimmy, it wasn't pleasant, and obviously coming off the pitch it wasn't pleasant with the fans giving us a bit of stick that night, but we understood that our Aberdeen team on the night should have been winning that game, and obviously we didn't. Overall,
when you look back at your career, your time at Aberdeen was generally positive.
But like a brilliant time, brilliant 3 years up there. Jimmy, obviously worked with Jimmy at Dunfermline like 5 years before that. He took me up, so he had a really good group of players in the dressing room, and obviously my last season culminating sort of on the European run and getting to 2 semi-finals. The biggest disappointment my time at Aberdeen was not winning a trophy, because I think I felt that with the group of players that we had, we probably should have. Certainly should have got to the final like the last year, playing Queen of the South in the semi-final. Amazing times up there, brilliant group of lads, and a good set of staff.
Again, you'd been modest there when you talk about the European run. I seem to recall a goal at Tynecastle.
A very big highlight of my time up there. I had to go to Tynecastle and get a result. Still had a couple of games left, but I think getting a point there was a sort of set us on our way to getting the European spot. So scoring in the last minute at Tynecastle was a special moment.
Turning out to Queen's Park, obviously a huge game for the players this Saturday.
Brilliant. Listen, we're all looking forward to it. Players, staff, everybody's looking forward to it. We've just spoken about a shock, so we're hoping that we go up there and cause another one. Me and the manager have watched them twice closely. Obviously watched their game in the other cup games, the one against Pittodrie, closely as well. We're going to have a game plan ready to go up there. We know that we're going to be face difficulties in the game because they're a good side. We've got to be really good defensively, and we've got players in this team that can hurt any opposition, so we're looking to do that.
Unfortunately for Queen's Park, you've got evidence that shocks can happen.
Well, that's it. You say we've just spoken about it, so we're hoping to go up there and cause another one this weekend.
Barry, thank you so much.
Cheers, Craig.